Welcome to Aurei Place, Factorio Seablock. This is episode 41. We're just slowly extending our power production, making sure that we have plenty of backlog for everything that we need, and just making sure that before we make our next steps, we can really rely on having enough power. What I do like seeing here is that we are actually managed to get our backlog in order, as in the resources that are chained up towards the production areas are okay. The charcoal is used for the filters, the carbon is used as fuel in furnaces, so that's good. Yeah, let's empty out this mud and craft some more landfill out of that. We're really going to a place where we have plenty of landfill going on, so I'm quite happy about that. Here we might want to consider doing an output priority on the right again, for aforementioned reasons. Like, we have enough to go around here. We have plenty of landfill, we have plenty of stone in reserve. Actually, let's get a stack out of there and put that in the furnace. We'll probably need it for some bricks. We're doing here, I crafted the tree seed generator, but the next step is the arboretum, right? So, yeah, so we have tree seed generator. Arboretum needs more steel, more electronic circuits. We could probably get the electronic circuits. No, we need the iron plate for that as well. Yeah, so let's craft 2 of those guys. And yeah, we probably need some more steel as well. So let's put some in here. I'm gonna clean up some of these windmills, and we'll relocate our desert tree generator. So take this down. So what we want is we'll have a pipe. So we'll run the belt over here, right, for soil input, and we can just output straight over here. So these guys need to drop over here. This needs tree seeds. We'll have this and this. Actually, let's put them over here. We'll go like this. We'll need to fix this quickly because now water is no longer flowing. But this can just go like this, and these can output over here. Let's pick this up. So actually, let's just sneak this in. Make sure this guy can get started, and once it does, we'll switch this over. I think setting the priority here for now makes sense, right? Because this actually makes sure we get plenty of resources that way. We'll have basically we do have a little bit of backlog here as well. So once we get to it, I might also consider crafting a boiler 2 first, and once we get the tech steam engine 2. I think that makes a lot of sense once we've relocated this. Yeah, so this is fine. Let's pick this up. Sneak the belt through here. And then we can add the other one up here. As it is, we don't quite have enough room for the third, but we'll figure something out for that. Let's see, how would we be doing on a boiler 2, we would need some more steel for that. But now we can, and boiler 1 is not that expensive, so let's just craft that. And for a steam engine 2, we don't quite know yet. Let's go check up here if everything is alright, if there's nothing being slowed down for weird reasons. This looks okay. This looks okay. Okay, we didn't get as many resources from this as I'd hoped, but yeah, still, this is totally fine. Yeah, slag is being fed back. We have some more landfill waiting for us. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, so the only thing we might... So something up there that could go wrong is that the stereotype chest fills up. So I could add an overflow valve and a clarifier for the mineralized water. But at the rate we're going, I'm not too worried about that happening. So I'll just leave it be. Seats are fine. It's really the steam engine that needs to work. Do we want to add another lab? On the one hand, I'm tempted. On the other hand, there are long stretches of time where I'm not researching anything. So I guess we shouldn't need it for now. We could add another one of these guys. That would probably speed up resource production. It would also mean that this thing doesn't get anything unless we set it to split again. But I have the chemical plant, so I'm not really worried about the resource utilization as well, or the power utilization mostly. This should be fine. If it's not, we'll figure it out and I guess not care and just try to power through it, because having resources is just too important. And I guess we'll want another inserter here. So I guess we want to set it up the other way actually, so can I cut this out, put the inserter over here and then the pipe over here. I guess the alternative is going for washing first. Oh, weird. Okay, so we have all the different kind of landfill, but it's weird that it shows up again. I thought it would just be like, hey, this is what we have, but apparently not. Yeah, so yeah, it makes sense to set up like the full-on Arboreta setup. So the question, I guess, is would it be better to try to continue up the tech tree before we do that? But I think it basically, if we build it out now, that means that we have a lot of power to basically continue on researching. we'll be able to get some more slag in here and really scale up, and then we'll power through. Did create a boiler too, so fairly soon I hope we can get to do some more. Yeah, the green tech at this point, though we could technically get it, probably takes so much time that we wouldn't be bothered with it. So it makes sense to build this, really build this out. We should be able to triple this setup, which means we can actually triple. Basically, the fact that these guys are not running continuously by a long shot. So that means that we can afford to scale this up and basically make sure that though I guess if we look at it, these two are sort of running continuously, so we'd need another one of those. We could set that up here, that would be fine, or here I guess, then just sneak it through somehow. We do encroach on this territory then. So maybe this one wasn't such a great idea after all. We could still put this over here maybe. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, this is still chugging towards that. This is actually using the backlog from the machines. I put like 8 stacks in there at some point. Yeah, we're nearly there on the steam engine too, so that means we can basically extend our power capacity, and it allows us to go look at extending the arboretra, which will give us space for these electrolyzers. There we go. Let's see. We'll need we'll need a bunch of steel stuff and then a steam engine. So what we can do is we can craft the steel, but we would need basically like 42 steel to convert to steam engines. So let's get that, and then we can replace one of these. Probably this one first, since this is a bit of an old one, since it feeds the steam back into these guys. I guess at some point you want to just say, hey, let's just use this boiler for this steam, and then work like that. That one can use some output hands. Or we doing here? Okay, not that many. But now that we're done researching again, we're getting some a lot more steel actually, or iron. So this one is stacking up. These two provide everything they need. That's good. This is a consumption issue. I guess it sort of is as well. Like we could add some more inserters here, and that would make it a little bit more quick. The alternative to, I could also wait for another 60 iron plates, and that way we can swap them out. We have some extras that might also just be worth it. Just because our power has been doing pretty fine lately, and I'd hate to screw that up now. Right? I mean, there are like these little dots that show that we just don't have enough. So that means if I take out a pair even for a bit, the power production will slow down a lot. So the question is, will it be long enough for it to matter? I guess not, right? Because if it does, we'll grab some fuel off the belt and we'll be fine. But I do want enough to convert 2 engines basically, and yeah, I can just convert them, and then we'll be good. Okay, we've got that should probably get us over the 42 that we need to convert 2 steam engines to make 2. So the power ceiling that we're hitting, like we're just hitting it barely sometimes. It's really probably when one of the machines up in the resource production kicks in. Because yeah, basically all of this is running pretty continuously. Some of this is red. I guess we could craft also an inserter or 2 to help out these guys. 3 I guess then. And then this one can have an offset here. And this one as well. To make sure that we use the full belt for this. What we can also do later is just sneak some belt around it and add a second layer of these. Yeah. Let's add these in. Because these were kind of getting backlogged, right? Okay, it wasn't that bad. Let's just make sure that they're really consuming everything. How are we doing steel-wise? Yeah, we've got enough. Okay, so we have a boiler Mark II, right? Ready to roll. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick this up, and then craft 2 steam engines Mark II. I'll replace the boiler we have here, and then once we get our steam engines, we'll put them back down. Yeah, so just the one actually has enough output. That used to be 2, so this really should get us in a lot more comfortable position. Okay, so we have steam engine 2 now separately, of course. So these guys are actually running. Yeah, you'll hear it immediately, right? They're not running as fast as they were just a minute ago. Okay, awesome. So we shouldn't be hitting our power ceiling now. Yeah, this is really looks to be running smoothly. And yeah, okay. So in order to extend power production, what else can we be doing? We can extend these arboretra now. We can add another 4 in theory. That will require a lot more soil as well, though. We might want to somehow do something here, or I guess what we could do is if we add another 3 of these, we can use that this arm. I'm not sure. I guess it works out, but it's kind of awkward, so I'm gonna move it to here. Just to make sure that we don't have any shenanigans here. Yeah, we've got some breathing room now. That's nice. So next step, extend this, really make our power great again, and we'll get some resources from up above. And I guess once we've gotten into that, we can do. Yeah, we probably should be setting up green science. I guess we can add some electrolyzers to make sure that this production is on the up and up. But I guess that's really what we need. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.